Hello, spooky friends. Today I am going to talk to you about a show on Netflix that totally blew me away, and that is Midnight Mass. I absolutely loved that show. There were so many twists and turns in that show, and it just was phenomenal in the acting. It, it's not like this big Hollywood, there's not a ton of special effects in it. um it's a simple movie, but it makes such an impact. I started watching it and I totally binged it. I could not stop watching. I had to see what comes next. Now, I will admit, the first two episodes were a little bit kind of slow, and I'm just like, oh man, what is the hype about this? Because I had found out about it through Instagram. There were tons of people posting about it on Instagram, and I'm like, okay, I'm just going to break down and have to watch this show. And I am so glad that I did, because it did not fail. You get your spooky factor, your creepy factor, there's blood, there's the overall wow factor. Let me just say that, because I could keep going on and on and on about this show. Um, I love how each character played their role in the film. It's one of those characters, or I'm sorry, one of those shows that their characters, they did so well, you would actually believe that they were real people, like they were playing themselves. That's how well it was acted and put together. And once the movie starts going, it is just nonstop. You've got your one character that you just want to total slap in the face. I mean, her name is Bev in the show, Beverly Keene, and you just want her to be like the first one to die. Seriously, oh my gosh, that woman. Anyway, but that's what makes such a good show, because you've got that villain, even though, is she a villain? You don't know. Just watch the show, and if you have seen the show, then you know what I'm talking about. But I mean, in the end, I guess she shows her true colors. But anyway, the ending was so phenomenal that it left me in tears. I cried at the very end of the film, and it leaves it open for a second one. And I hope, I mean, they could just leave it the way that it was and be done with it, but in all honesty, I hope that they do a second one, because it was that good. Kudos Netflix, because they did an awesome job with that show. And what is so creepy is that as you're watching it, in your mind, you're like, this could really happen, until it gets toward the end of the final show, and then you're like, you realize that it really couldn't happen. But as you're watching it, in each episode, it really does feel real lifelike. Like, yeah, I'm watching this unfold, and it could be true to life. Seriously. And to me, that's what makes it excellent show, is when you can believe the characters and what is going on could actually happen in real life. But like I said, there are sad moments. Actually, there is a few parts in it that brought some tears to my eyes during that film. And there's some touchy subject matter, such as Emily Green's character and what happens to her. That was the first part that really kind of made my eyes misty and tear up a little bit. And then at the end, and by the end, I mean the scene that starts where I really don't want to give away anything, but I'm trying to get to how can I word it where it's not going to give everything away. Where you find out, where he finally reveals that him and the doctor's mom are the doctor's parents. And it is just, it, from that moment on, is very emotional, I feel. And then especially the end, when they're all standing together and they start singing, and then the sun comes up, and it's just, that part really hit me. I mean, it was just beautiful. It was beautifully written. I can't say enough good things about this movie. And also I should say another part that not only shocked the crap out of me, but also was very touching, was when Emily is in the boat with Riley. After he has been bitten. That part was very emotional too, and it shocked the crap out of me, because my husband was like, well, he's done, and I'm like, nah, he's one of the main characters. They're not just gonna, they're not gonna do that to him. And they did. I'm trying not to give it away. I know if you haven't seen it, that what I'm saying probably doesn't make much sense, but I don't want to give everything about the show away, because then what's the point of watching it, right? It is one of those shows that I could sit and watch over and over and over again and not be disappointed and not be bored. I would say that it's a cozy film for me. Like, I could put it on and it's laid back, pretty chill in most parts. And I will say that the scene where the angel goes into the church, oh my gosh, like, that just, yeah, I was totally shocked by that, and I was like, oh my gosh, no way. And he comes into the church, and then what happens after that, when you I don't want to give this away. When the townsfolk get locked inside the church, holy cow, I totally did not see that one coming. That was a huge shock to me, that part. But yeah, so I give Midnight Mass 5 stars, 2 real big thumbs up on Midnight Mass. Definitely a must watch on Netflix. Like I said, kudos Netflix for that film, because it's phenomenal. I really love it. So if you have not ever seen it, you definitely should see it. Let me know down in the comments section below what you thought of it, if you've seen it, and what your favorite part is. We would like to know. So let us know, and please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more videos similar to this one, and don't forget to hit that bell to be notified as soon as I put out a new video. So that's going to wrap it up on my review of Midnight Mass today. Thank you for watching, and remember, stay spooky, my friends.